to me, the hardest years is the ones right after the I do.
Especially if you're young and you don't know yourself. I think that's what we had, a lot of the issues that we had. But I think when people are seasoned in their life, right, and they have a sense of self and know who they are before they get married, then that first year probably isn't the toughest. I think that's when you're kind of in the honeymoon phase. And then after that phase is over, the reality starts setting in. You're like, oh, wait, I'm a life with this person forever. Mm-hmm. But I do think everyone has had a moment where they consider like, man, I don't know, man. I don't know now.
Maybe I ain't cut out for this.
Maybe we ain't supposed to do forever, ever.
Yeah.
But absolutely, I think that it's a healthy thought, right? If you recognize it and you're honest about it. I think I had talked to Tip about this before. It was I think Ruby D was the interview that I watched, or it was a quote or something. Her and Ozzy were married, I think like 70 years, over 60 some years. And someone was asking her, like, have y'all ever, was divorce ever a thought? And her response was, absolutely. And the way that it never happened is because neither of us wanted it at the same time. And that always kind of like stuck in my head, because I know we've had issues where one of us felt like this ain't gonna work no more. And the other one of us is like, no, we can get through this, right? I think if one of you is still willing to fight, it kind of gives a little bit of light to the person who might be contemplating divorce, right? But also know that sometimes that ain't the case, right? Sometimes it only takes that one person to be like, no, I'm out. I can't do it no more.
Mm-hmm. By no means do you need two people to be in the same. I think most times, one person wants to be in it and one person doesn't. On those better times, from what I've heard, is when both people want it. But I think that we have been on the same page in terms of divorce. Well, I think it's been at least one time that I can recall where we was both like, yeah, it might be time to pull the cord on this one. But I think what actually prevented it or saved us was being capable of doing it.
Right.
And now,
not being able to afford it.
Not being able to afford it. And in time, in that time, things kind of worked itself out. You got to see.
We were forced to make it work.
Yeah, you were forced.
In a way, right? Thank God. But you're absolutely right.
Yeah, it's like you.
There have definitely been those times. I remember going online and looking up like legal separation and doing like paperwork and trying to like file it, and then it got to the thing where you had to put your credit card in there to file the thing. I said, yeah. We're gonna probably have to just hold out on this one.
We're gonna see what happened.
Let me sleep on this, because the way the card is set up right now, it ain't gonna go through.
And in the midst of all of that,
yeah,
God worked things out. You end up having a conversation, and then you look back on it and be like, I can't believe. And then a sense of shame. You feel bad. I know at least with me, it's like, man, I was about to toss all this away over a temporary thing. You know what I mean? But we've both been there, and from the village that we've built, and family that we have, it's very common. It's very common. And
when the couples are being honest.
Yeah. When you're being transparent and not out here, and that's one of the things that I think prevents those thoughts, those arguments from continuously happening, is because now you've learned to be transparent, and you can get ahead of it. Yeah, you got people that you can trust in your inner circle. It's super important that you have a village and a circle of people who are like-minded and that can tell you before you get to the point of putting that credit card in, bro, you tripping.
You having a moment.
Hey, you having a moment, and they can call you on your stuff without you getting offended. You know, that village is super important.
Hello there. You want to say hey, Pat?
What's up, y'all?
So Fridays with Tab and Chance is going on tour. We're going live, all right? And we're starting a tour in Los Angeles, and it's on a special day.
February 14th, Valentine's Day.
Valentine's Day, honey. And I know LA has been hit with some tragedy recently, and so our goal is to bring love and laughter and some real conversations. Come on and get your tickets at IamTabithaBrown.com or click the link in the description of this video, and we'll see you on Valentine's Day for love, laughter,
Real talk.
but real talk.
Mm-hmm.
Yes, see y'all there.